Chapter 17 Our Universe Lesson View The Universe, the Solar System, Dwarf Planets, Moon and Satellites, Stars, Earth's Movement. The Universe The vast empty space that consists of stars, solar system and galaxies is called universe. A galaxy contains billions of galaxies and each galaxy contains millions or billions of stars. Sun is bright during daytime. The moon, stars and planets shine bright during nighttime. During night, you will see some of the objects twinkle in the sky and some do not twinkle. Twinkling objects are stars and objects that do not twinkle are planets. The solar system. The solar system comprises of the sun, the planets, their moons and the dwarf planets. The planets revolve around the sun in their defined paths and these paths are called orbits. All the planets revolve around the sun. Teaching tips. Tell the students about the universe. You can use a model of solar system or a documentary movie for their clear understanding. Sun. The sun is a big ball of fire that gives us heat and light. It is situated at the center of our solar system. Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It is also the smallest planet in our solar system. Venus. The planet next to Mercury is Venus. It is the hottest and the brightest object in our solar system, next to Sun and Moon. It is also called the evening star. Earth. Earth is the only planet that is known to support life. It is also called the blue planet because almost 70% of its surface is covered with water. Mars. Mars is the fourth planet. It is also called the red planet as the soil and rocks on this planet are red. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet of our solar system. Jupiter is also the fastest spinning planet. It is surrounded by three thin rings of dust, Jupiter particles. Jupiter has 80 known moons revolving around it. Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun. It is the second largest planet of the solar system after Jupiter. About 1,000 rings made up of ice and dust surround Saturn. It is therefore known as the ringed planet. Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. It is the third largest planet in the solar system. It is bluish-green in color. It has about 27 known moons. Neptune. Neptune is the coldest and the furthest planet from the Sun. It is the fourth largest planet in the solar system. It has 14 known moons. Dwarf planets. Dwarf planets are the celestial objects that revolves around the Sun but does not have features of planet. Before 2006, Pluto was considered as the ninth planet of the solar system. But after the meeting of the International Astronomical Union (IAU) in 2006, it was categorized as a dwarf planet just like Ceres, Eris, Haumea and Makemake. Fact file. The highest mountain in the solar system is Olympus Mons, Mount Olympus. It is on the surface of Mars. Its height is about 3 times the height of Mount Everest. Moon and satellites. A satellite is a heavenly body that revolves around a planet in an orbit. Almost every planet has a satellite that revolves around it. Moon is the natural satellite of the Earth. Moon is about 384,400 kilometers away from the Earth. It does not have its own light but appears bright as it reflects the light of the Sun. It completes one revolution around the Earth in 28 days. The surface of the Moon is covered with large pits or holes called craters. Moon does not have an atmosphere to protect it from extreme heat or cold. So, the temperature of the Moon can be as high as 100 degrees Celsius at noon and as low as minus 173 degrees Celsius at night. Artificial satellites. The man-made satellites that revolve around the Earth in a fixed orbit are called artificial satellites. One of the first artificial satellites sent into space was Sputnik 1. On March 19, 1975, India launched its first artificial satellite called Aryabhatta. INSAT-1A, INSAT-4B, Bhaskara-1, etc. are some of the artificial satellites launched by India. Functions of artificial satellites. The artificial satellites have distinct functions. Some satellites are used for communications. They are helpful in TV signals and phone calls around the world. Some take picture of the planet and help meteorologists in predicting weather. Some satellites take pictures of the sun, other planets and galaxies, thus helping the scientists in understanding our universe better. Benefits of artificial satellites. Artificial satellites can see the space better than telescopes on the Earth's surface. This is because they fly above the clouds and dust in the atmosphere, which blocks the view from ground. The satellites can capture large areas of the Earth at one time. Thus, they can collect the data much faster than the instruments on the ground. Stars. Stars are huge luminous bodies made up of hot gases and dust that spread heat and light in space. They appear very small as they are very far away from the Earth. The Sun is also a star. It appears big and bright as it is the nearest star to our planet. We cannot see other stars or the moon during the day because the Sun is very bright as compared to the other stars. Constellations. You have already read in your previous class that groups of stars that form specific patterns are called constellations. Ursa Major, the Great Bear, Scorpio, Scorpion, and Orion, the Hunter, are some of the constellations that are easily visible. A collection of many constellations is called a galaxy. A billion galaxies come together to form a universe. Our galaxy is called the Milky Way. Our solar system is a part of the Milky Way. Earth's movement. The Earth has two motions, namely rotation and revolution. They have lot of significance. As the Earth revolves around the Sun, it also rotates on its own axis. The imaginary line passing through the North Pole, the South Pole, and the center of the Earth is called the axis of the Earth. This axis is tilted at an angle of about 23.5 degrees. Another imaginary line on the surface of the Earth is called the equator, which divides the Earth into two equal halves called the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. It is at equal distance from the north and the south poles. The Earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation on its axis. Thus, one day is 24 hours long. The Earth takes about 365 and quarter days, that is, 1 year to complete one revolution around the Sun. This quarter day adds for 4 years and forms one extra day. Thus, after 4 years, we have a leap year which has 366 days. How days and nights are formed. When the Earth rotates on its axis, one half of the Earth faces the Sun. The countries on this half have daytime. The other half that faces away from the Sun are in darkness and thus have night during this time. As the Earth rotates, the places which were in the dark eventually come to face the Sun and experience day, and the places which had day experience night. Key terms. Galaxy, a system of millions or billions of stars. Dwarf, small. Luminous, producing light. Summing up. The vast empty space around us that consists of stars, solar system and galaxies is called universe. The Sun, 8 planets, moons and the dwarf planets form the solar system. The Sun is at the center of our solar system. The planets revolve around the Sun in their fixed paths called orbits. A dwarf planet is an object that revolves around the Sun but does not belong to the category of planets. An object that moves around a planet in an orbit is called its moon or satellite. The surface of the moon is covered with large pits or holes called craters. The man-made satellites that revolve around the Earth in a fixed orbit are called artificial satellites. Stars are glowing balls of gases that spread heat and light in space. Constellations are the groups of stars that seem to form specific patterns. A collection of many constellations is called a galaxy. A million galaxies together make up the universe. The imaginary line passing through the North Pole, the South Pole, and the center of the Earth is called the axis of the Earth. The imaginary line on the surface of the Earth, which divides the Earth into two equal halves, is called the equator.